Hey there, Tight Knit Piper here with another YouTube video. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the basement where I kind of get to do my thing. Unfortunately, I will not be smoking a pipe today. We're going to be focusing on something a little different. You've seen me smoke, you've seen the Edsel, you've seen all kinds of fun stuff, but you haven't really seen half the reason why I started this channel. I am the Tight Knit Piper because I love the art of knitting. And stick around, pipe smokers, I promise. There's something in this for you too, I promise. You have seen in my recent videos my pipe case that I made for kind of a longer pipe. This is my very first one I made, and then the next couple went out to some of my favorite YouTubers. A couple of them have gone to guys in our pipe group and stuff like that here in the Salt Lake Valley. But yeah, I'm working on. I always get kind of the bug around this time of year to start knitting a little heavier because of my favorite holiday, St. Patrick's Day. It is my Christmas. It is my Thanksgiving. My wife makes this stunning corned beef and cabbage. I get to throw the Guinness into me, a little bit of Jameson on top of that. And it's just, it's awesome. I mentioned in earlier videos that I started knitting because I was looking into the lifestyles of the kind of 18th, 19th century Irish fishermen that were going out and into the ocean and fishing and knitting their own sweaters and cardigans and scarves and beanies to keep warm. And yeah, so the bug bit me hard, and you guessed it, I'm doing another pipe pouch for St. Patty's Day. I just wanted to kind of show it off today. I'm halfway. I've started the strap for it. You saw on the other one how it's got a wrap around to kind of seal it, but I'm doing one based on the colors of the Irish flag. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is 100% wool. It's dyed wool, obviously. For the color, there are no orange or green sheep running around that I know of. Yeah, it's got this really nice kind of cream color for the inside, more rustic Irish flag colors instead. But yeah, all this needs is the strap. I've done the little tamper sleeve. This tamper sleeve is all ready. I'll kind of demonstrate how that works. You can kind of send a little tamper down into the side there, and it's blocked off from the rest of it. Super cool. I'm going to do the strap in cream because the cream color got kind of ignored, thrown to the back. So you'll see the front like this. We got to cover up that little transition there. So I'm going to send the strap straight across there. And it's good size. That's going to be good medium size for a good little briar and slightly bent pipe to go in there. This will be a gift for a dear friend. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to keep knitting on this little sleeve. A side note for you pipers, for the pipe tobacco community, I'm looking, I'm starting to get. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm getting kind of bored with my regular rotation of tobaccos. I regularly smoke Carter Hall, Old Dark Fired, 1Q, obviously. Presbyterian, I'm throwing into the mix a little bit. And Granger, so some over-the-counter stuff, but I'm just kind of getting bored of it. I want to kind of shake up the palette a little bit. So if you guys got any suggestions, I would love some suggestions thrown down in the comments there. And speaking of other YouTubers, even though we weren't speaking of other YouTubers, it just came to mind. I just wanted to send a shout out to Doc Bravo out there. He's one of our Utah pipe smokers, and he threw me a shout out on one of his later videos, and I got some subscribers for it. So hey, Doc, I really appreciate it, buddy. Can't wait to pack one with you the next meet we have. But anyway, if there's any of you guys out there, speaking of the Utah pipe smokers, local or otherwise, that have ever considered knitting, it is a manly thing to do. Don't let anybody tell you. I raise a lot of eyebrows when people see me doing it in the public, but they're already raising their eyebrows at me. But no, if you're ever interested, let me know. I've got plenty of stuff to go around. I got yarn for days. Extra needles. Gosh, I've got a fire hazard worth of needles in my little bag here. I should show off my little side bag. I've got my Scottish family crest mounted right there on the front of it, and kind of this Celtic sword pattern there too, and got all kinds of fun needles in there. I've got these jokingly large knitting needles that I just knit a scarf with those, and it ended up pretty cool. If any of you are watching the Outlander series, it's sitting around here somewhere. I'll show it off to you. And I don't know. I think my wife might have taken it to work. She's been loving on that scarf. She's been waiting for me to make it for a long time. But going back to, if you've ever thought about knitting, I have this awesome little book that you can pick up on Amazon. And let me just finish this little row here. See, this is kind of the tedious part of these pipe pouches, is the strap, because you got to make it like 2 feet long. So you're just inching away at these little straps. But no, you don't think knitting's for men? Check out this book, The Manly Art of Knitting. Look at that dude, cowboy John Wayne. John Wayne ain't got nothing on this dude knitting front. This book is by Dave Faulkner, looks like. Faulkner. And just a really cool book. There's a passage in here I've got to read to you, just because it's what made me absolutely love this book. If I can find it. There it is. And this really encourages you to get started knitting, this little passage. I thought this should have been like right at the very first of the book, because it just sets the tone of the whole book. To get the feel of needles and yarn, you should start by knitting something for someone uncritical. Your dog won't mind a small blanket with an irregular shape and unusual stitches. That's awesome. That is incredible. This book just kind of goes through and shows you basic knitting, stitches, the purl stitch, knit stitches, all kind of fun stuff, ribbing, all kinds of different things that can happen. Disasters, how to help, if a stitch slips or something. Just a really cool thing to have in your knitting bag. And like I said, any of you guys want to get started, come on over and see me. I'll get you making one of these pouches in no time. I make one of them pretty quick. And like I said, if anybody out there is interested, I do make them for sale. This pouch is going to be going to a dear friend of mine, and yeah. But again, yeah, I would really appreciate the comments onto what tobaccos I could potentially try and switch up my regularly scheduled programming, I guess you could say. Just getting a little bored with the flavors. I need some kind of, you eat the same meal, even that nice corned beef cabbage dinner. I wouldn't want to have that every week, it would stop being special. So I kind of want to quit it with some of the ones I've been smoking so heavily and try some new stuff. But anyway, I better wrap it up there while I try to get this wrapped up. I really appreciate the time we get to spend together, and I hope you can enjoy the upcoming weekend that we have. Seems to be a little rainy out here in Salt Lake City. May your pipe stay dry, and your body likewise. I hope I hope you stay warm. It can get kind of brutal when it starts getting wet like this around March and April. Sorry about the dimming and the focus. I still got to try to figure some of this stuff out. But this has been the Tight Knit Piper, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.